Hey, this is Josh Rubin, and I'm here with the incredible image generation team. And we wanted to talk a little bit about one of the most challenging and rewarding parts of the film, which is when the team of people are climbing up the mountain.
Let's go.
I was really inspired by the short film The Blizzard by Akira Kurosawa, where this mountain climber is rendered snowblind, and he's kind of moving in slow motion for the entire time. And I thought that vibe would be perfect for the animation style that was evolving out of our generated imagery. And also something that I wanted in our film that was inspired by The Blizzard was this feeling that the mountain is coming after them. That was really big. So that idea of the mountain as a character really took off. We have a scene where the dogs run away.
Dinner. Just booked it down the mountain.
Okay, that's cool, but like, how can we heighten that? What would a mountain do? It's gonna throw snow at them. It's going to throw freezing temperatures at them. We wanted to show freezing people.
It's okay. It's okay. Oh, sweetie.
And it kind of literally, snowballed into a much bigger scene.
Climbing and scaling the mountain, parts of it were pretty easy, parts of it were tricky. Dolly seemed to do a really good job of getting people up on a mountain climbing it. It didn't seem to want to give us people that looked like they were from this film. A lot of times it was mountaineers, as people in red and white, high visibility jackets going up with helmets on.
Pass me the tail.
That's not at all the type of people we're dealing with in this film. They're researchers, they're not mountain climbers.
It's so fucking cold.
So while it was easy to get them on the side of the mountain, it was a little harder to get them to be in the proper garb.
You can definitely afford that kind of creative leniency too, just because it's that whole idea of suspension of disbelief.
One of the easier things about that scene as well is just Dolly did such a good job at painting out mountains. You can just run from a square that you get generated in Dolly and paint it out to the left and right and just get really cool mountainscapes.
What outpainting is essentially Dolly creates square images, and then you go to edit that image and you can move the generation frame left, right, up, or down. Obviously, we didn't create a square film, so we needed to have rectangular images, and then you move it to the side and you hold on to a certain portion of that image so that it can retain continuity across the shot, and then you reprompt for whatever else you want to be in that frame.
The real important thing is first and foremost is locking in exactly what you want in the frame and then building out from there, because you're only going to get out of that process of outpainting, it's only going to be as good as the frame image that you start with.
You got me? I gotcha. Hang in there.
We gotta let him go, or all three of us will go down.
Yeah.
Sweet Jesus.
Personally, I find avalanches to be far more terrifying than falling. So I was really excited about the creation of that scene. And a lot of it is capturing the drama of seeing an avalanche coming and looking up in absolute terror.
Avalanche! Take cover!
As well as the wide shots of being buried by it. All moments that hold a lot of emotion.
In painting can be one of the most frustrating parts of working with Dolly, especially when you're trying to get something very specific. There's a scene later in the film with a guy that's coming out of the snow. Dolly doesn't see that this person is attached to itself. A lot of times with those prompts when I was in painting, it was doing weird scales. You'd erase a section and you'd in paint and its head that doesn't even look like it belongs. It's too small. It's like it's in the distance rather than in the foreground.
So you can kind of shorten your prompt and really hone in on that one detail that you're trying to obtain, and can sometimes get a lot more emotion because it's focusing in on that detail as opposed to creating an entirely new scene.
This is not like a typical animation piece. We are dealing with an artist that is unlike anything that the world has ever seen, and that is the AI. And it's been a huge learning experience for me, both as a filmmaker and as just someone who is interested in technology and in this AI world, to kind of just see the possibilities and the limitations that it has. It's been a ton of work, and I'm just exceptionally proud of everyone on our team and exceptionally proud of the project.